The best music comes from experiences. Like I can tell you that shit. I can tell you that shit. Like as a recent, I went through a little experience, a little X situation, and that shit that just had my pen going crazy. Like just had my pen going crazy. Sometimes you gotta like put your stuff down and just go out there and experience life.
Absolutely.
Like I haven't really.
It hits you different.
Yeah, for sure. You gotta go out there, get the experiences, and you come back, you create stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like as an artist, even to you guys, it's things you guys want to talk about. Just go about your day and kind of come back with something to talk about. You know
Absolutely.
For sure.
Listen, heartbreaks make the best records.
Yo, OD.
It's been like that since the beginning of time.
Oh my God, OD.
That's like a hit record waiting to happen.
Yo, for sure,
OD.
definitely. Like there's a lot of songs I used to listen to, but until like, you go through your certain experience or whatever the case may be, it's like boom, oh, you feel it even more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's fine. Even with anything, you feel me? You cop a car for the first time, cop your first little hoopty or whatever the case may be. You heard money about nigga getting money. Like, yo, nah, I feel this nigga right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit, bro. Word.
For real.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, some with music and emotion, like, just raw human emotion that connects so well. Yeah,
it
it's
coincides.
crazy.
It's parallel. Like, you feel me? And like again, you just get the best results from that. You just get the best results from experience. You feel me? Like, well, wisdom comes with experience. So you get the best results from that. And people just relate. People can correlate where they feel you, they understand you. Like, you know what I'm saying? We came in even off air, we just connect, we just talking about a whole bunch of things, mutual things, you feel me, through life experiences. So
definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what you need to try to, connect with the people. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
Absolutely.
You need those icebreakers.
Yeah, for sure.
You need
Definitely.
those icebreakers.
Definitely.
So that's the one thing I do, in a sense, give a shout out to school. When that first day of school, you don't want to meet nobody.
No, for sure, definitely.
The icebreaker.
I'll tell you one thing I miss about like college is just meeting people. Like,
Yep.
That's it.
I mean, that's all it's really about.
Yeah,
Networking.
Fuck homework and all of that.
Yeah, no, exactly. I feel the same exact way.
For
real.
Bro. I'll come through this motherfucker though. Like, yo, what's good, bro?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I need to say, yo, you got an exam tomorrow? Nah, bro. I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna wing it.
Listen, as someone who's been to 3 schools, I went to junior college, went to another school, then just transferred in over here. The best thing about school is meeting people. Whether it's good people, bad people, doesn't matter. You get to meet all types of souls, all types of, perspectives, good or bad. That's how you grow up, and that's how you mature as a person.
You learn shit too, for sure. Definitely.
It's the things that you're going to take with you after you leave.
Exactly.
Or wherever you are, it's the people that you connect with, and that, in a sense, they make a difference in your life, wind up making a difference in your life.
Sure, definitely.
You wind up keeping those relationships.
For sure, definitely.
And you never wind up forgetting them.
That's a vibe, bro. Word up.
So, yeah, bro, we actually caught your freestyle on Instagram, the lyrical exercise freestyle. It was hot.
Flex exercise, excuse me. Shout out Vontae, man. Shout out Vontae when I see him.
I was just about to shout him out. But you spit a quick 16 there.
Yeah, appreciate it, bro.
And the part that caught me was when you said, at times I gotta be arrogant because they repeat my speech on some parrot shit.
Yeah, on some parrot shit. Yeah,
so tell us a little bit.
Times gotta be arrogant because they repeat my speech like on some parrot shit, but they go see the features like a parrot cake. So we in a paradox. So I got a black like a paradox. My style silver back like a pair of locks. A lot of that. It kind of forced me to get like back when I started rapping. I used to like try to hit them with like bars. Like I fell back off of that a little bit. Cause I was like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, like my brain wasn't operating the same. Like it's like when I said, okay, at times gotta be arrogant, cause they repeat my speech like on some parrot shit. Parrots like they repeat everything in there. So I got a black like a paradox. Doc Martens are black. You feel me? Style silverback like a pair of locks. Like silverback gorilla, LOX. Styles P,
gotcha.
Like you feel me? So yeah. So that's I was trying I be trying to snap like that. Some people, and it goes back to when you rap like that. Definitely when you rap like that, you really got to sharpen up the delivery. So people aren't gonna necessarily. They might not get it on the first listen. They might get it on the second listen or whatever the case may be. But it's like rapping, sound cool. You gotta sound cool. You feel me? Like rapping is being cool.
That's what made Jay who he is.
Exactly.
Like,
He's just mad cool. Like this nigga is cool. Like I want to be like this nigga.
Right.
So, yeah, that's all it is. Big Daddy Kane.
Right.
Like
who is his, in a sense, his mentor.
Yeah,
who he
for
went
sure.
on tour with.
And for sure. And JayZ definitely.
JayZ, right? I was gonna say also, speaking about his bars, his cousin, who I know, because I'm a huge JayZ fan, but his cousin who kept pushing him to stop husling and actually take
rap,
his.
I seen that. I seen a little bit of documentary, Hip Hop Evolution. Like I've seen, like when I got into rap kind of like got into rap when I was like 12, 13 type shit. So like usually when I get into something, I like to do like. I like to find out about it. So I was watching like mad fucking documentaries.
I was the same way, bro.
Shit.
At 14,
my first favorite rapper was Eazy-E.
Okay.
Then I found out he ain't write his shit, so it kind of blew my mind. Ice Cube was writing his shit, which is still cool with that nigga. Like, that history is dope, but like, I was fucking with West Side, Gangsta Rap, OD, DJ Quick, fucking motherfucking, damn, I forgot this other nigga name, you know, Snoop Dogg, Death Row and all that. Then, you know, came transcended to the East Side, JayZ, feel me, JayZ with a Busta Rhymes, yeah, Big, fucking Nas, you feel me, shit like that. Like, yeah, so I got into like, but yeah, that lyrical rap, like snapping fun, that shit is fun, you feel me? It's just fun, it's a head buster, like, damn, what this nigga, damn, that shit was hard. Like, my favorite rapper, Lupe Fiasco, and I still, I listen to records this day, and I just caught something he said in fucking 2008.
Right.
Oh, shit.
Still
this
leaves
shit is
you.
crazy.
Right.
Yeah, you feel me? That shit is crazy.
Yeah, Lupe is super underrated.
Yeah. But niggas like any real niggas know
Lupe,
that nigga is one of the greatest pens ever. You feel me? But you know, just, he don't got him in a lot of hits and all of that. He got a nice little track record too. You know what I'm saying? Got a Grammy and all of that shit is cool. You know, Lupe just doing his thing. I'm actually gonna go see him on the 22nd. But that's gonna be my first time seeing that nigga ever. You feel me? I might cry. No funny shit. He performing his first album. Like,
I could see him doing. Oh, really? He's performing his first album.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, Food and Liquor. So,
Where's the show gonna be at?
I think it's in BK. I don't know where exactly.
Nice.
Like I don't know where exactly because my man's handled all the like, shout out my man King Agna. He one of my photographers. He handling all the business right now. He handled everything. Like I just sent him the bread and nigga just copped the tickets and all that. So we just gonna roll together. But it's on the 22nd and shit. I'm gonna check him out and all that for sure, definitely. But yeah, that's one of my that's like my favorite rapper. Like my favorite rapper. Like.
Would you say that Jay had an influence on you?
Oh, definitely, heavily, super. It's my favorite rap, like my favorite like lyrical and like people I aspire to rap like Lupe, JayZ, and Nas. I just threw Royce the 5'9" in there. That nigga's incredible. Fucking
Royce is.
Yeah, Tyler the Creator.
Also super underrated.
Yo,
Beyond.
bro, he just put out 2018. I feel like. Was it 2018? Yeah, 2018. He put out an album, Book of Ryan. That was one of the hardest albums that year. That shit. Like I was going through like a tough time. Basically, like I was going through like some financial troubles or whatever the case may be. But I was just listening to that album and that shit, nigga. I'll be at work, nigga. I was a dishwasher at the time, washing dishes, nigga. I just start crying, like damn, man, this shit crazy. Like no funny. You know the music is strong when you feel it. You feel me? And he wasn't even talking about anything that related to me at all, but it's just the way he delivered the message, and then I just see it. I see everything he's saying. It's like a fucking sad ass movie. Like
that's how Reasonable Doubt hit me. We were talking about before we started, and I used to the most ironic thing was I used to hate Jay.
Really? Why?
Why?
Exactly.
A lot of people did
because you didn't know about him. I always thought he was this arrogant dude that nobody could touch. Like he always thought he was like better than everybody. But that was like the reason I laugh is because I laugh at a J. Cole line in Born Sinner when he says, I used to say fuck Biggie, fuck Jay, fuck what does he say? I forgot. He says that line where he's like, fuck Biggie, fuck Jay, but I was like 12, so forgive me.
Yeah,
that's the same way I felt about it.
You ain't really understand.
You ain't really understand. When I heard Reasonable Doubt and how he coming of age, feeling it.
Yeah.
Politics as usual.
Ooh.
I mean, the delivery on those songs.
Yeah, the shit he was talking was just crazy.
Bring It On is my favorite song off that album.
For sure. 22
Him, Jazzo,
yeah.
Like, I go crazy over that.
That album is crazy. That album is really crazy, bro. Definitely one of the biggest. Definitely, that's like I was telling you guys earlier. That's my favorite Jay album. Like a lot of niggas will argue, like you feel me. Blueprint is the best album. I don't know. Something about Reasonable Doubt. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Something about Reasonable Doubt is crazy, man. That shit should have went diamond when it dropped. Just the content, everything that movie. That fucking album was like I don't know, like that shit was amazing, bro. Don't get me wrong, like your Blueprint fire, Black Album fire, OD. I don't know, but something about
American Gangster's a good one too.
American Gangster's a sleeper. I ain't gonna lie, niggas slap like. Niggas talk shit about Kingdom Come 2. Kingdom Come kind of like that nigga low key don't got no whack album, bro.
No,
like,
he don't.
I don't think he got a whack album. Like not even on some JayZ stand shit, but it's like nah, that nigga don't got a whack album.
That's how great he is. That's unbelievable when I look at his discography.
It's crazy.
And he really doesn't have a flop. We're always gonna look at
just
Kingdom
to see
Come.
him, me and my boys talk about it all the time. Just to see his growth. Like he is the perfect rapper. Every rapper wants to be like literally baddest bitch in the game, holding my chain. Like nigga married fucking Beyonce, bro. You feel me? And like not even like no like cheated on her too. nah, wait, yo, play okay that. Like I don't want that to fuck up my Rock Nation jail in the future. You feel me? But you feel me? It's a beautiful, gorgeous women, a beautiful, gorgeous family, billionaires, all that. The shit is perfect, bro. Like. Shit is like, God forbid something happen to him. Like, hell yeah, nigga, the world gonna stop.
Yup.
Like, the world's gonna stop.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, his influence doesn't just stop at music. It's also business wise and just everything is because he's a billionaire, not just because of music, but also because of his business ventures.
Yeah,
and the way he even handles
exactly.
himself. Because even like in bad situations, like with the press and everything, he finds a way to handle himself well and kind of like rebound and just to remind people, hey,
and
listen.
And this is demeanor, like they will tell you from the rip. You see all the even Dame Dash interviews, anybody's like, yo, it's like the way the Jay you see, like that's who he is.
That's what,
that nigga just a cool kick. Kicking it in the back.
Yep.
He come in, do what he got to do. He leave.
He's,
like you know
he's
what I'm
out.
saying? That's it. You feel me? Like,
yeah, you never really see Jay like go super crazy.
Exactly. It's always shit. Only that one time he supposedly stabbed homie in the club, but besides that, you feel me?
Oh yeah, because I think the guy was
talking about Prodigy.
No. It was a situation where he was at a club once and he saw somebody and stabbed a person. But it was an actual
about
reason.
Lance On.
Yes.
Rivera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was leaking his album, or like burning his album on CDs or something like that.
It was old. Yeah, this is a throwback. He was basically it's funny because you know how it is in hip hop, but just in history, people have their own versions to it. But Cam says he actually stabbed over Charlie Baltimore. Another person says what you said, the story that everybody knows. He was actually leaking Volume 3 on the streets. The reason it's kind of funny is because Lance was partners with Biggie, and he's part of at the time Unentertainment was his record label. So it's kind of like iffy. It's like it's not that I don't believe that story. It's just that's an executive. That's like the owner of his big dude that you're gonna stab.
A powerful dude,
dude on
lawyers
the
can get involved and all that. Like a
Exactly.
mad chick can get involved.
And
like,
the way he got off.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you see a bunch of rappers right now. You do that, you get in jail time. Period. You see how tough it is.
Yeah, they're trying to make examples. They're trying to make examples out of cats nowadays. Like you feel me?
Exactly.
Well, that was the last time we really saw him like do anything.
No, that was the last
aggressive like that.
I mean, I laughed what he says in his song La 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 when he says. I'll never make the news again. My man will shoot you.
Right.
Like
that's facts.
That's real. That's real
but
shit.
That's how you should, have that bail money ready. Like,
Yup.
You feel me? Like niggas are like, I'll do whatever. You just as long as you got that bail money ready, nigga. You give me out my lawyer fees is alright. Whatever, niggas is say you feel because that's the money. You got to take care of the money. You got to take care. You got to take care of the bread because if he not eating no more, nobody eating no
exactly.
more. You know what I'm saying? Not even on no shit like that. Like, that's a CEO, you feel me? He taking care of everybody. You feel me? He the reason my kids got XYZ. I'm taking care of my family. I gotta protect that by all costs. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Especially JayZ out here putting niggas in position. You feel me? What we know, we putting niggas. All of the shit he was doing for all of these rappers that he never mentioned that happened years ago. Like I feel like niggas talking about that Lil Wayne shit. And Lil Wayne, I don't know if you guys seen fucking shout out to Nori too. Fucking Drink Champs. That nigga's amazing.
Absolutely.
Great podcast. Yeah, it's a great podcast.
Who doesn't tune into Nori's
for
thing?
sure.
Right.
Like the shit Wayne was talking about. Like he said, that happened like years ago. Like oh shit, that happened like I think like. Well, I might have the years wrong, but 2014, 2015.
No, you're around right.
Recently,
yeah.
Like that shit. He's like that shit happened. No, before that, like when them niggas was Cash Money. Still, like BG and all of them niggas. I'm like, I thought this shit happened recently due to all this other shit. Oh, nah. Like, the nigga was trying to sign the nigga when he was on still rocking Rockaway and shit like that.
So he's talking like 99, 2000.
Yeah. Or probably like late 2000. Cause this is when the mixtape era, I think, not the drought, I think Dedication had come out.
Okay, so.
I believe so. I'm not.
That was after The Block Is Hot.
Yeah. Way after that. Way after this first album. But it wasn't as recent as I deemed it.
Well,
to
the 2000s was 20 years ago.
Yeah,
that's how crazy that sounds.
Long
yeah,
time
probably
ago,
like early 2010s or something like that, maybe around there. But
even
I'm
that
saying
10 years ago.
Yeah,
right.
even that. Like
I thought because he's been in these troubles with Birdman.
Birdman, right.
You feel me? Not even Birdman because they said it was basically the labels like the people above them because their relationship was still good, but contract.
Well, I mean, Birdman still has responsibility over
Absolutely.
that because
Sure,
if you're gonna take control or like take responsibility over any type of company when it's doing very good, that means you gotta take responsibility over when things go bad.
That's a fact.
Or make decisions that prevent things from going sour the way that they did.
You ain't lying. That's a fact.
That's why Pusha T, in a sense, exposed everything that they were about. Not just because of his feud with Drake. Forget about that feud. Yeah. His feud is with Birdman. That's what it really goes back.
Wayne said that shit was mad random to him.
The funny thing about it was guilty by association. The beef is with Birdman. Started with Birdman, goes over to Lil Wayne. But the thing with Lil Wayne is Pusha's funny because Pusha's nice, and he doesn't think Wayne is that nice. So it's just really competition.
Pusha's trolling. He knows.
Like no, he actually respects.
I don't think anyone would argue that Wayne's
right.
That nice. Yeah.
On the low, he actually respects Wayne. It's just competition. He's just talking shit.
As it should be for sure. Definitely.
But I think the way I look at it, it's in a sense, it's like guilty by association. Moved on to Wayne. You saw how Pusha had been trolling Wayne for years.
Yeah.
And then Drake, rookie. He's seeing things 2 or 3 years into his career. By 2013, 14, the little subliminal shots were going Darkest Before Dawn and on Nothing Was the Same,
sure.
but nobody ever said anything. Finally revealed on I'm bugging right now, on Push's last Daytona.
Yeah,
so it finally all came out
with
sure. The story of Adidon and all of that. But if you saw, like you said before, the interview with not Mass Appeal, with Rap Radar, the way they hit that whole interview, I can't lie, it was beyond interesting.
The way they were talking about Drake about it?
The way Drake was going about it, because you know he was uncomfortable.
Yeah, no, Jay, he can't hide it.
That's the point. Like, that's the point.
He said, yeah, well, if I don't, it's like, damn, bro, like, you feel, but I don't blame him because even outside his music, you feel me? It's like, yeah, like, you feel me? Like, niggas be sensitive, you feel me?
Yeah,
it's cool because I know what it feel like to like get hit from left field, and you like, what the fuck was that for?
Right.
You feel me? And like to an extent, even though Drake knows why, he still just doesn't know why. Like, all right, but like, why you fucking know? Like, this is me from the outside looking at my opinion on it. Like, why the fuck you ODing, my nigga? Like, you feel me? So but yeah, they got to go to war with words. That's all it is. You feel me? Like, they said it themselves. Like, Pusha T had seen Birdman in the elevator, nothing happened.
That was the funniest thing I heard.
It's music though. It's just music. It's just music. You feel me? Like, we as the audience. It's entertainment
for us.
Yeah, it's entertainment for us. Like, it's real life for them. You feel
the
me?
media and I guess fans amp it up more than what it actually is.
Yep.
Sometimes, because sometimes some stuff is real. It depends.
Sure.
Depends situation.
Definitely very very real.
But like in that situation, if it was really like serious like that, that elevator would have been, I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows what would have happened? Man, at the same time, there was some older gentlemen as well. Like, you feel me? Like,
like they're already millionaires. Like, why do you want to get into fights for?
Exactly.
Make news for?
Yeah, my nigga.
All of a sudden, y'all want to pay lawyer fees now?
Exactly.
Because then beefing when you get to that point, beefing is expensive.
Absolutely.
It's expensive.
Extra security,
extra lawyer fees, all of that.
Right.
Time, you're losing money because you got to go to court and shit like that. Beefing is expensive. So it's like, they're like, what the fuck? I forgot who said it, but beef. Said beefing is a poor man's sport.
It is, yeah. I forgot who said that, but yeah, it's very true though.
No, absolutely right. When you really look at the messaging behind that line, it's beyond true.
Yeah.
I mean,
you gotta have time to beef with a nigga.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly. There's too much time to make money. Too many.
Yeah, it's too much. We could just.
And then the status that you have,
exactly.
the prominent position that you're in. Come on, bro.
We don't got
There's
no
no
time
time for that.
I just don't fuck with you. I just won't walk your way. Like,
exactly.
I think a lot of us we're under we like us as the audience. We get under the impression that motherfucking. These motherfuckers, like, all the entertainers, like, are friends. They're like, nah, not at all, man. They just associates. Like, yo, what's good? I'm here to work. You feel me? Let's work. All right, boom, boom. Records out. We make our money. We go into a cool, like, not really cool. Like, you feel me? And that's not to be rude. It's like, niggas ain't really cool with each other. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like the close-knit groups. I like the new, like, yo, they only fuck with who they fuck with. Like,
right.
You only see Meek Mill, you only see the niggas he's been with him.
You see Dream Chasers.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying?
Anybody
Same
who's
thing with like
within
Lil
that type of
Baby.
circle.
Like, you only see who he fuck with. That's cool. Like, you don't want to allow too many energies around you inside and out. You understand? Like,
too many strangers.
Yeah,
that's what it's about.
No new friends. You feel me?
Exactly.
Shout out to Drake. No new friends. Yeah, word. Yeah, definitely for sure.
You'd rather 4 quarters and 100 pennies.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
Fab. Crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
But you know what's funny? Speaking on what we've been talking about, Pac was one of the biggest influencers on that. I remember when he said, I was watching Tupac Resurrection a couple months ago, and when he said, it's funny to me, you guys keep building up this East Coast, West Coast thing, so don't be surprised if, not just something happens to me and Biggie, but you guys are blowing it so out of proportion. Don't be surprised if me and Biggie, have to be put in a position when thing. And at this time, they're at such friction, but he was such a man to say, obviously Big's name and say, you guys are making it more than what it is. Don't be surprised if me and him have to go to war literally because you guys in the press are building it up. This is something between me and him.
Yeah,
Stop
man.
trying to get outside parties into this.
That's
now
what
you
they
got
do.
Coast.
Yeah,
Right.
like, that was crazy because the media created the East Coast West
That's
Coast.
what it
beef.
was.
It was just Biggie
Yup.
and Pac, but they made the East Coast West Coast beef. Like,
Absolutely.
you know what I'm saying? They added fuel to that fire.
Yeah, I even think, like in the 90s, one of the bad things about the 90s was that the media was so heavy on just amplifying situations. Even, for example, the O.J. Simpson trial.
I was going to bring that
It
up.
wasn't even because I saw they had like a docu-series on FX. I'm not sure if you saw it
Yeah, I
or
seen
not.
that. She was fire.
And it was crazy
Daddy
because
Versace one.
it wasn't even just the trial that was crazy. It was how the media portrayed the lawyers and everybody. It was a soap opera.
It's propaganda, bro. The media is like Malcolm X said. The media, like they can really stir the narrative. Like even on our phones, bro, we see it every day. Motherfuckers arguing with motherfuckers on fucking Shade Room and shit like that. You feel me? So you gotta like separate yourself from that shit sometimes. You feel me? That shit is too. Like it's like fucking going back to Joe Budden when they talk about whatever conversation they talk about, they take a little excerpt of what they said and they just make that the focal point.
No
like,
no context. They don't explain
and the
in
people
the comments.
They're not gonna go check it out to see like the full content of the story, what he said prior, what he said post. It's like, okay, this is what he said. Yeah, we riding with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's 3 sides to a story.
Yeah, people are lazy because they don't want to. Double check or triple check sources, information.
We're all lazy, yeah, because I'm guilty of it too.
We're all guilty of it, right?
Yeah, I mean, because I think we expect too much out of, or I don't know if we expect too much, but we expect enough out of these media sources, even if they're not like credible journalistic sources.
The biggest investment I learned is time. We like nowadays we pay for someone to do something
for us.
Yep. You understand what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that you can do on your own, but like, for time, I'll give you the bread, do that for me. It's like going, like, you could wake up in the morning and make yourself, you wake up an hour early, you can make yourself breakfast. Instead of that, no, I'm gonna wake up a half an hour later, go to the store, buy food. Besides the fact that I need it, it's more convenient, it's time. Like, okay, cool, I just saved time. Like, I didn't have to get up early to cook. Rather, I can get up whenever, at the same time I want to get up at, go pick up a sandwich and go about my day. You know what I'm saying? Like, we pay for.
And I'll give you another example. Like, even in the music world, back in the days, like in the 80s, 90s, cassettes were so, like, such a big business because people actually go, or like even vinyls, like people used to go to record stores, sort through everything themselves, check out exactly, like, go, like, check out the covers, see exactly who's producing it, like, look at, just value it as an art. Then, like, set the, just play it, put the cassettes in, fix up everything.
Yeah, for sure.
It was more effort, but people more driven to do that just because of the love of music. That turned into, you fast forward 20, 30 years later, it's just all streams. People aren't going to record stores no more.
Convenient, bro. It's on your phone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, you don't necessarily have to buy it, but it's like they made up a system like, okay, you don't have to buy it, but the more you listen to it, it generates commerce towards whoever, had something to do.
Yeah, not even like subscriptions. Like Apple Music, they'll make playlists for you. They'll update you with your favorite artists. They'll they'll do a whole bunch of stuff.
It's cool. It's cool. Like, it proves that, technology is good but it also proves how lazy of a nation we're becoming.
We are.
We like depend on this shit too much. Like, that's why, like, not even go off topic, but I believe, nigga, like a fucking like take over, something gonna fucking happen. You feel me? Like, like something's gonna happen. God forbid, we won't be allowed to see it, but we depend on these things entirely too much. Entirely too much. I don't like self-driving cars. I don't like the idea of that.
Me neither.
I don't like
Me
the
neither.
cars that stop.
Thank you.
Car, like, I don't like none of that shit.
You have
bro.
machines actually making orders for you now.
Exactly.
This is crazy.
Kiosk and shit like that. You feel me? Like, nah.
Absolutely
Nah,
not.
it takes away
It's
the
taking away
human element of everything, and especially driving.
It's taking away human interaction.
Yeah, I'd rather drive. Like, I don't want a machine driving for me. Like, the whole experience of driving is that, man or man, woman, whatever. Like, they connect. To
Man
the
owns machine,
for sure.
right?
Yeah, like like as soon as you you grab the steering wheel and your foot is on the brakes, on the gas. You in the car are like the same person. Like, you control exactly how fast you go. Like,
exactly.
That's why people give cars give their cars names sometimes.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it becomes a very personalized thing.
It becomes a part of the family.
Yeah,
it's a possession, but it becomes a part of the family because it helps out with everything you got going on. People have emotional connections to their cars.
Yeah, exactly.
At times, you feel me? Like, you get tight when you're like, when I had a car, like, my shit broke down. When I had to get rid of my shit, bro, I was emotional.
Devastated.
Like, bro, like, fuck.
Of course, it's a materialistic thing that you can just get something else, but it's more than that sometimes if you actually you value it for
all
like
the memories. Nigga,
exactly.
Bodies I caught in there and shit. Like I had a free crib. Like
everything.
You feel me? Like yeah, bro. Shit crazy, bro. Shit crazy.
You put the autopilot thing in there because Tesla's doing that a lot now. It just kind of takes, for me personally, in my opinion, I guess in your opinion as well, it takes away the human part of driving.
The human
and it's like you're relying too much on the vehicle. God forbid something to happen. Because my thing is with those cars that like self-automated stop. What if the car behind me doesn't have that?
Exactly.
It's gonna run into like boom, like you feel me now. But like, and it's kind of unfortunate for him. It's unfortunate for both of us, but it's unfortunate for him because he ain't had that shit. Like, I don't know. I just don't. I can't get hit with that. Them cars just stop it.
Listen, no, machines mess up all the time.
Yeah, for sure.
Like technology isn't like bro. If human beings aren't perfect, what you think technology's gonna be perfect all the time?
Exactly, because you think you can program it now. Like the times change. You feel me?
You know how many times programs glitch? You know how many times you have to, cars get recalled? Like.
Yeah, it's crazy.
$1 million invest because like all these cars, laptops, computers, all this technology, $1 billion investments, they gotta get tuned up all the time. What makes you think that there's not gonna be more mistakes or it's gonna eliminate problems? That's just unrealistic in my opinion.
The way I look at it, it's like the art of assumption. You're assuming that something's gonna be there for you, knowing that it still needs your control. Like these companies, they know that. I don't understand that whole, like you guys said, going ahead and giving cars the automated brakes, knowing that at any point somebody could be coming from left field, boom, hit your car. Now you have this wreck that in a sense now the car behind you, it didn't see you coming, boom, you get hit.
Exactly.
It's just, to me, that's like the art of assumption.
Yeah,
that's like you're assuming that a car is going to be able to basically drive on its own. And we're headed towards that direction. And I'm like, why?
For some instances, it's safe, but like for many, it's just like, yo, if, like every car doesn't have this technology. I don't see it really necessarily. Like it's probably have saved some lives or whatever the case may be. Like definitely, that's a blessing. But like it's just like you can't. Someone's gonna get hurt regardless because someone doesn't have access to this technology. Like yo, homie got a Hope ride. He made $30,000 a year. He can't afford a car that costs $40,000 that comes with that. Like, nah, he gonna get what he can get. You feel me? Like, things happen, man. But it is what it is.
For real.
All right, let's get into your music real quick. So we also caught your recently released Orange Soda freestyle.
Oh yes.
Who filmed the visuals and where was it shot at?
My boy Charlie. We were just coming out of an event. Yeah, shout out RCF Charlie. We were just coming out of an event, and it's an idea I had. What we were talking about? Damn, what was his name again? That you just interviewed.
Oh, Nate Joel?
Yeah. Shout out to Nate Joel. He like basically how he does his things. Like I've seen the idea before, but like shout out to him because like it made me like I gotta like start doing that more content. You know what I'm saying? Like again, going back to this is the era we in. Like content. Need to provide content. Not oversaturate the market, but fairly enough, you understand what I'm saying? So, it's a freestyle I had, and I just wanted to try it out. We just walked inside the store, bought some orange soda, you feel me? Like, that's all it was.
I was going to say, like, are you picky with the setting that you're in? Like, are you big on that?
To be honest with you, bro, like, when it comes to, like, because that was minuscule. That wasn't really nothing. But in terms of, like, coming up with treatments, it takes me a little while because I do, like, tend to get ahead of myself. But, you create what you can with what you get, what you have. You know what I'm saying? So I do most of my treatments, but depending on who directed my video, like I always have an idea ready, and I bring it I bring the skeleton for the most part. And
so you bring like the blueprint.
Yeah, you feel me? We can add the flesh and all of that later. You feel me? Like, what can we do to enhance it? What do you think we could take out? What do you think is more? You know what I'm saying? Because I treat everything that I do as a collab. Like I treat all as a collab. Like if you take this as serious as I'm taking it, we're gonna make it the best thing that it can possibly be.
Right.
So like I'm very I'm not gonna say I'm super picky with who I work with, but one thing I do scope out is like how into it. What's the word? Like how much are you into what we're doing right now? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how much are you into it? Right. Like, you feel me? So I know we're gonna execute it to the best that it can be. Because when someone presents something to me, it's like I try to execute. I try to bring my best to the table. So it's like we're gonna enhance it. We're gonna take it to the next level.
Hey. Now I said 1 is for the money, 2 is for the show, 3 is for my niggas counting up a bankroll, 4 is for my homies in the back with the baddie on their lap, cause they got it like that, straight facts. 1 is for the money, 2 is for